said, I was looking at my video. I said, maybe I'll make another video. There's some music here today. There's some music again today. I can do some dancing, but there's a video because it's better because my face doesn't look as distorted as some of those pictures. So maybe I'll do a video so I can have a better record of my face looking okay instead of looking really strange in some of those other pictures. So it is because I messed them up. I'm so tired of the freaking third wheel. Leave me alone. It's so like not really what I'm interested in, thinking of or talking about right now. There was some music here. I was gonna do a little bit of dancing. It's a little strange. Yeah, I'm not interested. I'm really not. I'm like, if people just want sex and pictures, they want to do their hair, yeah, they want to have, a gay old time, sucker free, worry free, and I won't have to worry about all this crap, All right, so I just wanted to take, some shots of my, face, and, I do have, my hair was okay today. It's almost time to wash it again. Let's see that glare on my face, but, I thought that it looked okay in some of the pictures, and I thought I would just take another way of having a look at my face, which would be a video. And this makes it sound really strange. Someone's so obsessed with having a look at their face, but this is the face that you walk around with all the time. Don't you want to know that you look a certain way? Don't you want to have some perception of your face, such as that it's one that you would like to have a good look at, and that would like to see that it's something pleasing to your own eye. And that is one thing I do say is when I am unhappy with some things with my appearance, is that I would wish to see them in a way such that I am see them as pleasing, or something that I would wish, or that I see in a pleasant way. And so that is something that I do say. So that is one thing I say because I'm not really willing to do certain things, or have it to eat a certain way and stuff like that, or work out. So I would like for my figure and things to be pleasing to the eye. So the hair does look a little bit greasy today. I did put some oil on it, but I don't put a lot of the oil on it. But anyway, so I'm at the same place I always do come to. It's Crossroads Cafe. So I did kind of move the little camera thing so I wouldn't be videoing some people back and forth in the bathroom. But it's all good. Look at my face, and I think it looks pretty good in this, video here so far. I do side views at times and things like that. Okay today. I didn't have a hard time today. Every day there is some huge thing for me to tackle. So one thing I did decide today was that I would go ahead and try to write once more the Justice Department so I can have in writing they are not helping. The big wheels keep on returning, and they're saying I have zero limit. I don't know if I do or not. The hassle I had to go through to get my mail today was not okay. I don't know what they're doing. I do feel like someone wants to say something I don't know. It's too much for me to deal with here, and then I have there are things like 24 hours around the clock. I wake up at night, and then they're trying to harass me and such, and it is just a lot. You can't just wake up and just have a clear mind and just things not bothering with you. She's saying I could have it with a serial killer. That's not true. That's not true. If I tried to do the things I'm doing now with a serial killer, there would be an attack on my life. Would there not? There would. Okay, so that's not okay. So I'm not okay with the world. So I would be attacked no matter what. So, and that's not really the issue with the serial killer, is to cloud your mind and such. And I do believe to some degree I probably would still be doing the stuff I'm doing if I was taking that at this point. And that's not what we wish. If I was taking that, so I guess I would not hear them to some degree, but that's not really what happened when I was in the hospital. I was taking some medicine I did not choose to take, and I would not take. Some of the faces I make, I don't really like how my face is, but like this, if I make some of these faces like this, and if I was angry, I'm like, oh, I'm thinking I'd be angry. Could I be pretty with this little angry face here? Oh my god. But it's okay, but I could still hear a lot of the voices when I was in the hospital. I would prefer to hear them rather than not, but I do not want to hear Bambi on them. I do not want to hear them. I want them to leave me alone. At this extent, I would not take medicine for that. I would wish for them to just be gone, because they are doing a lot of other things that they are still able to do. I would assume whether I'm taking the medicine or not. That's true. I'm not really sure what the medicine is, what kind of a spell or whatever it is. We are telling the camera now not anything not well. We're telling it to make you look less than. So what's what we're telling? Okay, well that's strange, but I don't know if I believe that or not, because because there are some of the little faces that I do make that are not the prettiest of faces or whatever. If I make some of these things with my eyes, I can do. See, some faces I make are better like if I do This one usually works pretty good. My face looks kind of fat when I do it and stuff like that. But anyway, but then some of the other faces I could make are, it's more like an angry face. I think they are doing something right now. We are trying to tell it to look like it does sometimes when you are angry or making these other faces. We're trying to tell the camera to do that now. But the lighting is different and things are different in your life, or something is different, such as that you're appearing different in the camera now. Some of your other videos would show that. We're trying to make sure this one does a certain way that we wish, and that's not really welcome. That's not really okay. So yeah, it's not. See, this is like a constant, harassment and stuff like that. It's really not okay. And it is kind of messed up that people have to be stuck in this reality where they have to act really closed-minded and treat people really fucked up and really wrong in order, for them to be different, to be able to be, hearing stuff I hear, experiencing stuff I experience. I think it's very wrong. And I thought it was, at one point, very wrong myself before all of this started to happen. I was like, this is really wrong that we treat people like this. When we say we treat this way, we have various different ways that we treat people in very, fucked up ways here, and people have to go along with it. I'm saying that's really crazy. People look really inhumane and really fucked up and crazy to be going along with some of the stuff that we have in our society today. But, prison is not okay. Jail is not okay. Just a lot of stuff. Education, our segregated schools or alternative schools are really not okay. I'm saying education in general is not okay, that we have to tell kids they have to learn stuff they don't care about in order to, be, successful, and sit this way and do this X, Y, and Z. We don't want to know what's going on inside of you. We don't want to know what you really want to do. We don't want to know who you are or what value you have as a creation of, if you believe in God. This is very devil worshiping. Our schools are, if you don't believe in God, if you believe, just in valuing a human being, our schools are very wrong. So I don't know what someone believe in God if they don't believe in God, which would be very strange, but if you believe, certain things that are right and wrong, you probably do have it probably is really a religious belief to some degree, which would, kind of swing towards the way of there being a God that would care about, humanity and, creation, such as, the earth and stuff like that really is a religion. So, all right, so I just try to do some stuff to my face, but like I do, if I do make the angry face or whatever, I don't like my hair now, kind of greasy or something. We're not telling it that not. Okay, yeah, I don't care about that, but it's like, and we're doing that, and we're doing that. It's just like, oh my God, this is like really crazy. I was like, because there's a way I can make my hair not greasy looking, but I'm like, OMG, or DAMN, that's something that's obsessed with, it's really insane. But, okay, but anyway, so, yeah, I like that, it's okay. I do something like that. But, yeah, people I don't have time for this. I don't have an interest in this. I don't have a concern in this thing, being obsessed with my every single thought, my every single action and things like that, and trying to make things miserable for me. I'm like, I don't have an interest in it. I'm like, I'm not sure, like, how this is for me. How is it for me, other than to put it out there into the earth or into the world that this is what we are dealing with here, where this thing is actively acting very fervently and very, so upset and so, okay, don't do anything you like, don't pay attention to that, don't follow your heart and do things that you enjoy, don't write, don't do this, don't think about stuff that you want to think about, watch the news, think about stuff you don't care about, pay attention to stuff you don't really want to do, and this is a very, active thing. It's not something that is more, what would you call it? It's not just a coincidence. It's not just, which is what I would have previously thought was some kind of coincidence. It's very strange. You're doing something to the tape now. It keeps stopping. We're trying to stop it now so it can be messed up, Marla. We don't know what to do but this. And I'm saying this is really crazy that we choose to live with this thing that is very obsessed with us being unhappy, because we have to be unhappy in order for it to continue on here, to control things and have things in such ways that it can exist, such that it's not less than, because it's not able to do, art or, anything, anything. It's not able to be here in such a way that when humans aren't, put in jail or in mental hospitals and everything else, that it's something other than less than. And so it has to do all it can to make sure you're not happy or anything other than less than here, which means that you're treated as such as that who you are inside and what you have to offer does not matter, and all of these other things. So I don't really care to some degree if I did look, a certain way in the video that was not, super pretty in every frame or whatever. Like, I don't care, but I don't like it if there's something that is, I don't want her to think she looks pretty, and they're so obsessed and crazy, So it's like, I probably do look kind of strange, I'm in a little, cafe or whatever, and I'm, talking, fervently, but, but so I was wondering if someone said that some people over there thought that it was, okay, whatever, or better than that. they're doing some of the stuff in the video, but I'm like, yeah. So I don't care. Like, I don't care if, like, I don't care. Let's like, I don't care if, like, where am I? Like, if there's a frame or, shot or a face that I make that is just not, oh my God, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care that much. But then there's something that is like, feasting on that. It's a hurtful thing. It's something that people don't want to do, but day in, day out, this is what I'm dealing with, is that this thing is like hating me, and it is a reflection of what we have all around us in this reality. And people think they can go on with it, they think they can live with it, and it's not okay. It's not. I was like, well, you're unhappy day in, day out going to your job, and you act like it's nothing. Okay, now doing something to my bowels, or doing something to my butt right now. This isn't okay. And I was like, so, but anyway, you're going day in, day out, you're going to this job or whatever else, and you hate it and you're so unhappy. Well, this is the way of this government that we have. This is the way of this world. This is what it wishes on you. When you're acting like it's okay, but really what you are doing is saying that who you are as a creation of God, or who you are, what you are as a human being, deserves to suffer. Because there's a reason that you're suffering. Others are suffering. Others are, hoping that you do something different today, and you're not. And it's not just me. It is others who are suffering here. Go, to a jail, go to a school with rebellious kids, or one or two or three, rebellious kids out of the whole school, and, they're unhappy because you're not here to make things better for them. It's not just me who's suffering, but it is, others. It's lots of others, and there's other people out there today going to work, and if you did, drop out, if you did drop out of this race that you do not want to compete in, if you did drop out, you're never going to win. You're never going to win no matter what, because the hair should have won. We are the hair, and we deserve to take a nap and relax and not just have to stay at this little pace, like the turtle, when we don't want to go anymore. We have this ability, like the rabbit, to be, to go above and beyond or whatever, and we can't, use that when we wish. We have to tuck it away and, try to be something other than, a top performer in the race. And so that's what we're doing here. And others, if you would drop out, if you would do a mass drop out, this can't continue on. And like Corinne told me as a voice, in my mind or whatever, she told me that once, all of those who can do whatever they want, which is those who are here as themselves, either there's something other than themselves, they can't really be themselves, they're here as themselves, which is the sex that they are and everything like that, they can do whatever they want. But if you did that, they would follow you. And so that was one thing I did also want to tell the pizza guy. Did tell me that yesterday in my mind, after he dropped the pizza off, he said, well, what they would have wanted to do was to deliver the pizza at the time that was supposed to get there, but they couldn't, or whatever, because B&B canceled the pizza. But anyway, what they wanted to do is that, but they can't do what they want to do until we do what we want to do. So they're trying to say you look like that, and that's okay. Yeah, I would say that's okay. I mean, I take my pictures, I think for the most part, when I look in the mirror, I feel like I'm okay with how I look for the most part, but my pictures don't quite show how I look, but sometimes I do feel like I look, kind of tired, like I could have. I mean, it's not anything you would notice if you were to hang out with one of the most beautiful people in the world, is that every frame is not going to be, like that. So, not that I'm not the most beautiful person in the world, but I'm saying I'm not recognized as one, really, but that's not something that we wouldn't notice. And seeing certain lighting, I think I look okay, but I don't know. They're giving me a headache now. We are, but that was one thing. I mean, it's a big deal, and I feel like I had a gist of it, and then I kind of got distracted, and they tried to take it away. We did. I was saying, but when you're getting up every day and you're going to this job, and it seems like it's not a big deal, well, this feeling that we have, that is what is a greater, thing that is a part of everything, and this feeling that you have to disregard. You need that when you relate to others, when you are helping to others, when you're really getting to the core, to the nitty gritty of, reaching other people. You can't just disregard that feeling, and you need that to be able to relate to others and everything else. And that's what we're told to throw away. We're told to throw away a big hunk or chunk of who we are, and it's really not okay to, the trees or the birds or the bees or the rebellious kids or the, people that are going to lock away in the mental institution and everything else. And so, it's really not okay with whoever you're probably trying to deal with at work or anything else. it's really not okay. Yeah, with you, you are hating yourself. You are hating on yourself to make beating yourself up, making yourself do something you don't want to do. That's not okay. I don't really believe in rape, but that would be it. And why is it not? Why is it okay in this instance to do something? It's okay in this instance to do something that you strongly do not wish, but then in these other times we're saying, well, this is not good. This is your instinct telling you that something's wrong, and everything else. Why is it? When there's a dark alley somewhere, sometimes it's not. We say stuff like this. I don't really believe in the dark alley thing, but I'm saying, well, sometimes your instinct is telling you something. When we say, well, someplace you really don't want to go and stuff like that, and you go anyway, it turns out to not. You're like, oh, I really shouldn't have come, or like this. But if you pay attention to some of your instincts, sometimes it's not. I don't know. It depends. They do mess with those. The devil does. The devil incarnate people do mess with those. But if you wanted to. I did have a bad feeling about going to that farmer's market. It's right across the street, actually. I wanted to go to that for a long time. It's not, it's not a place where you see a lot of diversity or anything like that, but I really wanted to go there. And I finally did. There was a lot of, discomfort, kind of facing the, discomfort. We're facing this feeling I shouldn't go and stuff like that. That's okay. So she's leaving. There's a lady across the leaving, but I was like, that's okay. I don't want to put that on anybody. I don't want anybody to put that on me, that I would do that, But I don't want to control people's behavior. I wouldn't want that on my card, but I did finally go, and that's fine. This is my video. I can watch it myself and say, well, this is really good. This is what I thought. Well, this is such and such a date and everything else. But I did finally go. And I met Brad and everything else, and it worked out really well. So you have to follow your instinct, and if you want to do a video, do a video. If you want to go to the farmer's market, go. And it's not a place where there are people that look like you or that are your skin color, or your income, or whatever else. There's certain things that if you really want to do something, you can kind of fight the fear or something like that. But all right, well, I just wanted to do a video. I did not want to make it last really long. That's not why. It's not kind of anything, but so I did just want to do some more thing where I got some more kind of shots of my face. But all right, so that's it. I was gonna dance. Okay, I do kind of do some stuff to make fun of stupid like. Okay, it's going off now. But I'm just gonna keep on moving around. Hair kind of greasy, but I do want it to be kind of slingy, but it's all right. It's kind of in a grown out mohawk shape. Yeah. So the music is. Hey, there's somebody dancing over there. Yeah, just stop right. All right. Oh, this is a good song. Okay. Listen to time. Alright, so what else is this stupid? Ew. Okay. Okay, alright, so yeah. Alright, so that's that. My hair's really kind of greasy looking in this shot, which I did not notice it until just now. So it may not look like this off camera, but I don't want to, make up for that too much since I do kind of like how my face looks. So hopefully it stays like this. They may alter it when I upload it or something, but I am going to look at it and then I will report on whether it is altered or not. I just say a prayer, then I'm like, praying truth, can you just protect my video? I'm like, dang, can I just have a video? Looks okay. That means we have to alter it, not, I don't know, I don't wish to alter it, not moral, I wish to alter it, because it's not okay if it looks this good to you. See, that was Bambi, one of them, it was, I have to go, I'm not welcome. Alright, so that's that. I'm going to stop the video now and see what the eye over here does kind of tired looking or something, but alright, that's that. Okay, so I got a little cute face. I was trying to make a cute face for Wig. This is like my favorite smile face. Okay, I'm gonna go now, but this is a good smile face because your face isn't.